Hey creators, what's up? It's Mattia here for a new crowdfunding coaching video. For the ones who don't know me, my name is Mattia Di Stasi and I am crowdfunding coach. After raising more than $650,000 on Indiegogo with my startup Solenica, I've been coaching hundreds of creators on making their project successfully funded. My goal is to put you over the right path to follow in order to successfully reach your funding goal on Kickstarter and Indiegogo. In today's video, we are gonna face once for all one important topic: what crowdfunding types exist and which one suits your project. But before, I wanna remind you to smash like and subscribe to my channel to be always updated on fresh new content that I'm weekly sharing here on YouTube and on my blog mattiadistasi.com/blog. You'll find the transcript version of these videos. Now, let's continue with today's topic. Which kind of crowdfunding campaigns exist? Actually, in this video, we'll analyze the major three kinds of them: donation-based, equity crowdfunding, and reward-based. Those have three different purposes and could be useful in different situations or in different business stages. The main difference between those three, though, is based on the kind of things that we are gonna give back to the backers for supporting our project. Let's start with the first one, donation-based. Well, with this kind of campaign, we are not gonna give back anything to the supporters of my campaign. They are gonna be free to support my project with any amount of donation without getting anything back from us. The main reason why you would contribute to a campaign like this is because you care about the subject and want to give your contribution. In fact, the majority of the donations-based campaigns are for non-profit organizations, personal issues, or projects with a social purpose. So definitely not business-oriented projects. When you are creating a campaign like this, you need to keep attention on a couple of two important things. First, the story behind this project. The motivations are very important to drive the attention of the supporters that should be convinced in your purpose to back you for nothing, essentially, only because they care about it. Second, the social proof. The majority of the biggest campaigns of this kind are campaigns where big influencers or well-known figures decided to back the project publicly. In this way, the project will gather a lot more attention from the big public, and that is gonna drive more donors over the campaign page. The most known platform is probably GoFundMe, where you can run your donation-based campaign as an individual or no-profit organization either. Now, let's see the equity crowdfunding campaign. In this kind of crowdfunding, you, as a campaign owner, are gonna give back shares of the company in exchange of the money that backers are gonna donate over the page for a specific project. The main reason why you would back an equity crowdfunding campaign is because you like the company, their products or services. You think that can have a big growth in the next period of time, which means that it's gonna increase the value of the company itself. For this reason, you wanna become a partner, getting some parts of the company as a shares. This could be a pretty interesting strategy for investors that wanna differentiate their portfolio. Why would you run this type of crowdfunding? You would mainly use this type of crowdfunding to raise capital for new projects and for expansion of your company. One of the pros of this type of crowdfunding is that your project will be visible to a larger audience of non-professionals and professional investors that could be interested in participating in your company as a partner. And that means that you'll be able to get possibly a higher valuation for your startup or business. AKA, you're gonna collect capital for a lower cost. When is it recommended to run this type of crowdfunding? Well, typically, the businesses that run this kind of crowdfunding have at least a couple of years of activities and a great track record in terms of revenues to show to the investors that they are a good investment. Why that? Because in this case you need to convince investors that you are a reliable partner, a good investment for their savings. These people, in fact, are gonna give you a good chunk of money that generally starting not below $250-500 in change of shares of your company. So definitely, if you are an early stage startup or business, that is not the most recommended crowdfunding to run for your project. If you are not ready yet for this kind of campaign, you would go for the rewards-based one. We'll see that in a bit. The most known platforms for equity crowdfunding are Start Engine, WeFunder, and Seeders. I'll put the links of them in the video description. Now, we have reached the last and the most famous type of crowdfunding, the reward-based one. In this type of crowdfunding, the backers are gonna get a reward back in exchange of their economic support to the campaign. Usually, campaign owners are gonna give back to the backers a product or service related to the main subject of the campaign. For example, the first units produced of this new board game, or of this selfie camera, or early access to a video game beta version for a discounted price by pledging a specific amount over the campaign. Rewards-based crowdfunding is an attractive fundraising option for thousands of small businesses and creative projects. And it's easy to see why. It's more efficient to prepare, to launch and manage compared to traditional business finance. It can capture the hearts of customers and snowball in popularity with social sharing, and best of all, just about anyone can pledge a little cash and back a business. When is it recommended to run this kind of campaign? Well, you wanna mostly run a reward-based campaign when you are looking for funds to fund a specific new creative project, or you don't have enough money to start the production of it. So, you are gonna ask to the crowd, and in exchange, you're gonna give them that product or new service that you're gonna be able to produce if you reach that specific goal amount. Secondly, it's gonna be a very good way to test your market and pre-sale your products to avoid annoying stock costs. Yes, because you'll be able to get a response from the market about this new product or service that you have invented. Plus, you'll be able to also produce only a specific amount that the market requested of that product. In this way, you're not gonna overspend producing more than what you actually need. In other words, it's a great way to launch a startup or a new business in the market. The most known reward-based crowdfunding platforms are Kickstarter and Indiegogo. Then every country has one most known national reward-based platform though. Anyway, when you decide to run a reward-based crowdfunding campaign, which is my field, you need to take care of 3 measured steps. First, target definition. And I have also created a video about it, and I'm gonna leave the link to that in the end card. Second, funding goal strategy. And third, community building. The community building is actually the most important thing in terms of priority. If you want to know more about how to execute a proper pre-launch strategy for a successful reward-based crowdfunding campaign for your project, I've got you covered with my free ebook called 3 Simple Steps to Success on Kickstarter and Indiegogo. You'll find the whole step-by-step strategy that allowed me and my clients to raise 6 figures in crowdfunding. You can grab it for free by visiting the video in description or in the comment section. Okay guys, we reached the end of this video and I hope that this video clarified once for all the major questions about these different crowdfunding campaigns types. Consider to leave a comment for asking me questions about it and subscribe to my channel again to stay updated on fresh new content that I'm gonna weekly drop here. So, have a great one, see you in the next video, ciao ciao!